Hey, what's up, guys? Took a little break from covering Battlefield 6 news and leaks, but I'm back with a gigantic Battlefield 6 news roundup. We're going to talk about the Battle Royale leaks, we're going to talk about temporal data mines, we're going to talk about a bunch of new subclasses that were discovered from another leak, and quite a few more things. If you plan on following Battlefield 6, this is the channel for you. Be sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, and let me know what you think about some of the things you see in this video, particularly pertaining to the Battle Royale. Alright, the first thing we're going to cover is the Battle Royale leaks. I'm sure all of you have seen them. I obviously cannot show them to you. There's this madman that is somehow hacking into basically everything Battlefield 6 file related. He got into what appears to be a very early build, or at least I hope it's a very early build, of the Battle Royale. He dropped in from whatever you drop in from. I don't know if it's an airplane or if you just drop in from the sky into the BR map, particularly focusing on some of the points of interest. There was nobody, obviously, in the game. There were no AI, so he was just dropping into a completely empty map, running around, showing us the first look of the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale before it is even officially announced. I know there was that brief teaser at the LA reveal event confirming there's going to be BR in the game, but they haven't even given us a title for what it's going to be called. There's been no trailers or anything. I'd say the majority of the core Battlefield community is still up in arms about there being a Battle Royale in the game in general, but I think most of them, if not all of them, still for some reason don't understand the Battle Royale is not meant for the core Battlefield community. It is meant to obviously compete with Warzone and other Battle Royales to get new players into the franchise. I certainly hope these leaks were from an old build because it didn't look very finished to me. And it certainly didn't look like it was ready to compete against any other BR. Now, building off of those leaks, Temporal had some interesting things to say over the past few days. Apparently, players can use 6 key points of interest from the Battle Royale map in Battlefield 6 Portal Editor. So, the BR map will be present for people to make game modes on in Portal. This, I have no doubt, will be used to make some sort of like gigantic milsim map experience, particularly if they allow you to use the entirety of the BR map, but it appears that you can only use these 6 points of interest that I'm showing you right here from Temporal: Marina, Golf Club, Area 22B, Downtown Tech Campus, and Military Storage. I think that military storage place was from a leaked concept art from quite a while ago now. But that isn't all Temporal has to say regarding the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. Apparently, there will be strike packages that allow you to call in tools for different situations. He gives a couple examples: Kinetic Strike, Prototype Orbital Firepower, Devastating to Structures, Precise with Minimal Blast. If this is truly in the game and you can call in an orbital death laser that destroys buildings, imagine you're in a final zone, there's only 2 houses, and one person uses this and your entire building is completely gone. He then goes on to mention there are apparently power weapons that are in the BR, potentially a railgun or a minigun, and this was found in the game's files. This was on Reddit. It does say it's a railgun, and I don't really want to show the leak here, but looking at the leak, it doesn't look like a railgun to me. It looks like a rail cannon. Looking at it, to me, it looks like that weapon from Fallout New Vegas. I think it was called the Tesla cannon, something like that. That's what it looks like. So I don't think this is our regular bog standard railgun that we had in Battlefield 2042. This is something much larger. Next, we have some more leaks, this time pertaining to the subclasses of Battlefield 6. Those of you that got to play the open beta of Battlefield 6 will notice the Assault class had extremely fast health regeneration, and it doesn't appear anything is going to be changing about that anytime soon. It's worth noting these are leaks, so please take them with a grain of salt, but it does appear they did change the Assault class's level 3 perk. You can just use your adrenaline injector, and apparently that will give your teammates around you the benefits of it. During my playtime in the Battlefield 6 beta, I have to say the adrenaline injector just felt completely inconsequential. I don't think it provided anything of value. If it did, it was extremely situational, and it absolutely paled in comparison to the effectiveness of basically everything else about the Assault class. I do think the class balance is in a very weird place because they can't necessarily move a lot of things around very easily. A lot of people are calling them to make Assault the medic class from Battlefield 4 and then just make support the normal support class that we saw also from Battlefield 4. But again, they'd have to completely redo all the perks. They'd have to completely rework all what gadgets are available to each class. So they're kind of screwed. They're kind of screwed in this direction, and they can't easily change it. One of the larger standouts for me while playing in the Battlefield 6 open beta was also just the effectiveness of the repair tool. Oh my god. If you knew how to use the repair tool and you had multiple people doing it and timing it correctly, you could keep a vehicle up through an absolute onslaught of AT, and it just makes me wonder, once people get good with it, how much of a problem is that going to be? Next up, we have another thing from Temporal. He data mined a couple weapon package designs for Battlefield 6. You can mark a weapon package as a favorite for quick access and call it in as a custom weapon drop in the Battle Royale. So again, this is basically a loadout from Warzone. Something new that I hope is in the multiplayer is gadgets such as the Igla or maybe even the Stinger missile can have different skins. Melee weapons can have this as well. I've actually seen some people complain that because melee weapons can potentially have skins, people are worried they're going to put like Counter-Strike knives in the game. I mean, this is literally the thought process the Battlefield community uses. Oh my god, melee weapons can have skins, they're going to put CS knives. People are going to be running around with a Karambit Sapphire. Guys, I don't think it's going to happen. And the last thing I'll cover in this video is a bit of a concern because it did cause some community outrage, but thankfully DICE is right on top of addressing this. People were noticing that the new Battle Pass missions for Battlefield 2042 were not giving people the same value as previous weeks. People immediately took this as, oh my god, DICE nerfed the Battle Pass progression in an effort to force us to play 2042 more. Thankfully, DICE came out and said this on Battlefield Comms, which if you don't follow Battlefield Comms, this is the official update Twitter channel for Battlefield, and you should. I might link it in the description. They said, the team is aware of an error taking place where mission tokens at lower values for Week 3 of Road to Battlefield 6 on Battlefield 2042. This is unintended, and we'll be following up tomorrow with changes that we're making to resolve the issue. So thankfully they did that. I mean, I couldn't even imagine if they actually nerfed Battle Pass progression, the reaction from the community, it would be catastrophic. So that's all I have for you in this video today. Basically, wake me up when September ends. The wait for Battlefield 6 is brutal. I believe as of recording this video, it's 39 days until October 10th. I realize that I've played Battlefield 2042 and BF5 for 7 years straight back-to-back, but man, this 40-day period is going to feel like 7 years, and I bet it feels like that to every one of you as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the content and want to follow Battlefield 6, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and of course, come by a stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, first link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.